to all of my motivators family. How are you all doing? This is Marlene Motivates. I am your life coach. Today we're going to be on the subject of your behaviors and your decisions prove that you want to be happy. So, in order for us to actually be happy in this life, we have to show how we act. And if you talk about you want to be happy, you have to make the right decisions. And it's easier said than done, everybody. It really is. It's easier said than done. You really have to show up for yourself and you have to act like you have some sense. You really have to. You have to act like you love yourself, and you have to prove that by how you treat yourself, the decisions you make, and who you allow to be in your life. You really do. If you love yourself like you claim you do, your behavior will show up. And there's a lot of people who blame other people for their outcomes in life. And yes, other people can affect your life, but we are the ones ultimately that have to be in control of how we react. See, because for every action, there is a reaction. What reaction do you have? Do you allow people to control you and manipulate you to do something opposite of your values? Opposite of what you know is a good decision? Yeah, there's a lot of times that people do wrong to us, hurt us, but also at the same time, but what is your reaction? What is your behavior? When we are adults, we are in control of what we do. We're in control of what we think and nobody else. Hi, Miss Eunice. How are you doing? Happy Sunday. We're in control of what we do, we're in control of what we think, and we are in control of what we allow. We really are. We're in control of what we allow, and our behavior really does matter. So I've heard a lot of people say that their behavior, I can't control what I do, or they made me do this. Nobody can make a grown woman or man do anything. That's just an excuse that people make so that they can do whatever it is that they wanted to do anyway. People can do wrong, but it doesn't mean that you have to do wrong along with them. You're your own person, you're your own entity, okay? So you have to act like you have sense. If you want to have a certain life, if you want to be happy, you have to stop complaining about other people and start making better decisions. Okay? Miss Eunice says, I'm doing amazing. Thank you. Yes, Miss Eunice, absolutely. We can't just talk about we want to be happy. You can't talk about you want this positive life, but your behaviors and your decisions is not showing that. You can't blame other people if you're not having the life that you want. That is all up to you. So, a question to my motivators family: what are you personally doing with your life? What are you doing to make yourself happy? What are you doing to bring peace into your life? How are you showing up? And because we love ourselves, like we always talk about, we love ourselves, we're worth it, we have high self-esteem, we have high value, we're own best friend. Because of all of those things, and we believe that, how are we showing up? Are your behaviors, are your decisions, is your actions, is it all in alignment with happiness? See, a lot of times we talk about wanting to be happy and we know what it takes to be happy, but we're not doing what we need to do for ourselves. We're not doing the work. See, you got to do the inner work, but you also have to do the follow through. Because it's easy to talk about, oh, this is what I want, this is what I'm trying to do, this is what I should do. But when it's really your opportunity for your behavior, for your attitude, for your decisions to be in alignment, okay, this person over here or this person over there is doing wrong to me, but what do you do? See, always do the right thing. Always do the things that is right for you. Make good decisions even when other people don't do you right. I always say that at the end of the day, people can do what they want to do. But when I know the right thing, it's up to me to do the right thing because whatever you do in the dark, it will come to the light. You do wrong to other people, they're going to suffer the consequences. Don't worry about them. You just do what you're supposed to do. You do the right, you treat yourself right, you keep taking care of yourself, you do right to other people. Anytime it's in the power of your hand to do the right thing and don't worry about other people. You know? That's right, Miss Eunice. Absolutely. Don't worry about other people. I found that, when people do you wrong, people do you dirty, they backstab you, they hurt you with some kind of pain, right? But don't allow what they did to you for you to stop doing the right thing. You know, that's one thing that brings me peace in my life, knowing that I do the right thing, even when others don't. Even when others may not show up for you, don't support you, have a very negative attitude, they treat you nasty, they do all kinds of things, but that's ultimately on them as an adult, and they're going to have to suffer the consequences of their actions when it's their time for judgment. But don't worry about those people. You keep doing what you're supposed to do. You do the right thing. You keep being positive. And that's what I said. You're in control of your behavior because we're not little kids. We're adults. We are grown. Okay? And when you're grown, you should be learning how to be mature. You should be learning how to be peaceable. You should be learning to do the right things all the time. And I'm going to tell you guys that it is not easy to do the right thing when people are doing wrong to you. When people have backstabbed you and hurt you. The first thing that always comes to our mind is, I'm going to get revenge. I'm going to get back at them. They did this and I'm going to do that, the tit for tat. You do this, I'll do that. Oh, yeah, you're mean, I'm going to be meaner. Don't do that. I always say that when people do wrong, they are going to eventually suffer the consequences of their actions. You just move on with your life. You do the right thing. I always say that good is going to come for you. Even it may not be right now in this moment, but I know for me, my peace, my happiness comes in that I don't have a guilty conscience because I was doing the right thing. And when I can help somebody, I help. If I can't, then I can't. But you keep making good decisions regardless of what other people are doing, regardless of who supports you, regardless of what other people have said and done to you. You're going to get what belongs to you. You're going to get your blessings. You're going to get your peace. You're going to get your joy. You're going to overflow in abundance because you're doing what you're supposed to do. Miss Eunice says, absolutely. I have learned a long time ago and continuing to learn it that God, He can deal with people better than I can. Why stress myself out? I let God go, and I let go and I let God. I have also learned that I am not going to steal from God. God says that vengeance belongs to Him and that He will repay. It's not my job to run ahead. And when I trust God fully, things will work out beautifully. And I found the same thing too, Miss Eunice. I can't tell you that I always feel like that in the moment when I get hurt, when things aren't going the way that I wanted, or the way that, people will say one thing and do another. People will say all day long how much they love you and care for you, but their actions don't show it. But it doesn't mean that our actions can't show it. You still keep showing up with love. You keep doing the right thing. But it also means that there is a certain period of time where you can love people, and that part of loving yourself has to supersede the love you have for them. So while you love people, don't be a doormat. Don't let people keep running over your heart and disrespecting you. Yeah, that's a very important part of being happy, is you finding happiness inside of yourself, and you go out there and you enjoy your life, and you do the right things, and peace will be your portion, because you can sleep at night because you done the right things. I know that gives me so much peace and serenity when I know that I've helped people when I could help people. I've done right by people. I've been kind, and I've done the best that I can. But at the same time, I had to learn to give myself the permission that I too deserve to accomplish some of my goals, you know? And we do have to cut off people that only want us to further their agendas and help to support their goals and to be there for them. And it's never vice versa. Those are the toxic individuals that you have to cut off, right? Um, Miss Eunice says, no, it's something we have to cultivate, and we have to continue to work on. We're human. When we're hurt, our natural reaction is to lash out. I stop, I think, I pray that I can make the right decision. I know, me too, Miss Eunice. Hi, Sirius. How are you doing? That's one of the things that I had to learn. I really did. I had to learn to pause, and if I was upset, to take a deep breath, and I talk to myself and I say, you're justifiably upset, you're justifiably angry. That's not right how you were treated. We do have to have those things out. Don't hold in that anger or that feeling like, why did they treat me this way? I didn't deserve that. I treated them good. Why aren't they treating me good? You need to get those things out, but don't stay there, because there's a lot of people that they don't care how much they hurt you. They don't care that they don't support you. They don't care. They only care about themselves. So those are the people that you have to just leave them alone. You have to let them do what they're going to do, and then you just keep on doing what you do. Those are the people that need to be on your block list. Block them. Stop, stop going back and forth with them. There's no conversation that needs to be had, because they already know your standards. They already know they're not going to do the right thing. They already know they don't know how to communicate. They don't know how to treat you right. No, they don't know how to give you what you deserve. So those are the times where you're going to have to choose yourself, right? Yes, serious, exactly. And it's nothing wrong with it, because we all deserve to be happy. We all do. You deserve to be happy. I deserve to be happy. And it all comes down to your behavior, and it comes down to the decisions that we make. Every single day, we each have decisions to make as adults. Will you make good decisions, wise decisions? And this is the hard part, because some decisions that we make, we got to be very careful about not making rash, emotional decisions, because many decisions before we make it, notice I said before we make decisions, we need to think, we need to meditate, we need to seek guidance from whatever it is that we believe in, right? We need to seek guidance. Is this a good decision for me? Is this what I'm supposed to do? See, a lot of people, they do it backwards. They just rush ahead and they make a decision, and later on they're like, why didn't it work out? Well, maybe because you didn't ask. Maybe you didn't pay attention to discernment. Maybe you didn't pay attention to those red flags that were all going off. See, when you pause, when you take time, don't rush into decisions that are going to impact your life in a big way. Be patient. If something is meant to be for you, it will be there still. Even if you have to wait a year, 2 years, 3 years, what is meant to be for you will be. And people who want to be in your life, they'll be patient. They will wait. They will be calm. They will be understanding. They will be compassionate. Right? Mm-hmm. Hey, realist, how are you doing? Hello again. Yes, that's so important, everybody, is that we have to think about ourselves. And I want you guys to really think about your own personal happiness, where you are right now in your life. Are you happy? And are you doing the things necessary to be happy? Are you making good decisions for yourself? Are they wise decisions? Are they decisions that's going to help you in the long run? Or are they decisions that are going to hurt you? Yeah. Thank you for listening in, realists. Are they decisions that is going to help you? Or are they these decisions that's going to hurt you? And there's so many individuals that make those emotional decisions that, I feel this and I feel that. Well, guess what, everybody? Sometimes the way we feel, it's not good. It's not right. Okay? We're thinking toxic. We're thinking selfish. We're not thinking things all the way through from A to Z. It may not be the best decision for us. So I'm just giving you a word of caution to take your time. Pay attention to how you feel. How is the energy towards this decision? How is this going to benefit me in the long run? Is there any red flags? How is the energy? Is this a good person for me? How is this person going to help me, grow me, and empower me? See, we have to think about things all the way through from the beginning until the end. So let's make those good decisions. Let's make those wise decisions. And let's empower our mind. See, the majority of people out there are not making good, wise decisions. They're not empowering their minds. They're not doing all of the things necessary to be their best self. And if you just really sit and you think about the people who are in your life, are these people helping me? Are they empowering me? Are they supporting me? Or are they hating me? Are they judging me? Are they disrespecting me? See, we have to really think about our decisions and make good, wise decisions. That's so important. And make the good decisions for us. We have to stop making good decisions for other people. You'll be helping all these people and not helping yourself. We got to stop that. Stop putting on other people's oxygen mask and don't put on ours. You have to be breathing. You have to be supported. You have to be encouraged. Your mental health has to be in a good space. And if it's not, you have to ask yourself, why not? Why not? And we have to stop, you know, telling so much of our business. Stop going around the toxic energy. I know this is a repeat, and I've said this many, many times, but I just want to encourage you all with this. Stop allowing people in your mind and in your heart that don't deserve to be there. Some people don't deserve to be in our heart. because they don't treasure and value us. They don't listen to your opinions. They're not supportive. They don't encourage you. They're not trying to empower you. They're not trying to help you to keep your heart clean and pure and healed. They're not going to encourage you to go for your goals and to take better care of yourself. No, the only thing they care about is, can you help me? Can you help me? Can you benefit me? Can you do this for me? They're not thinking about, what do you want? How is your mental health? Are you okay? They're not thinking about those things. Miss Una says, absolutely. So very true. Sirius says, I'm happy. I've left a lot of toxic people behind and didn't look back. I know that's right, Sirius. People are jealous of your come up. That encourages me more to pivot. Good for you, Sirius. And we all should be in that same frame of mind to be thinking about the decisions that we're making. And I have to tell you guys that I really had to start clapping for myself because I'm doing more of walking in silence and minding Marlene's business, not minding my relatives' business, not minding my friends' business, not minding people on social media's business, minding Marlene's business, minding what God says is for Marlene. And I hope the same for you guys. Minding what God says for you. Okay? Sirius is clapping. And hey Charlene, how are you doing? Happy Sunday to you. Yes. So we have to think about those things when we're making decisions today and this upcoming week. Will I make good decisions for me? Is this a benefit for me? Or is this for my detriment? Is this for my downfall? See, don't want to think about things after and then have some resentment, have like some doubts, like, why did I do that? Like, we don't want to be questioning and saying, man, I wish I would not have done that. We want to save ourselves from pain, emotional pain, financial pain, spiritual pain, disruption, dysfunction, affecting our mental health as well. We have to be so careful. We need to protect ourselves from harm and danger and from not having joy in our lives. See, I want to tell you, motivators, something. We're valuable and we're very important. And because we are such, we have to make better decisions. Now, I also want to say one final thing before we get out of here, motivators, is that we are in control of what we think about ourselves and not vice versa. So we have to really clear out that noise in the background, that white noise of the things that people say, the judgments, because people do judge you. They look at you, they talk about you behind your back, but we can't let that stop us from loving ourselves and being happy. If you keep vibrating in that low space, that negative space, that judgment space, you'll never get to happy. You'll never get to peace if you're always thinking about, what do other people think about me? And do they like me? And do they support me? The question is, do you like yourself? Are you your own best friend? What does God say about me? Am I doing the right thing? How is my behavior? What is my attitude towards life? Do I show up for myself? Do I do right even when nobody else is looking? I'll tell you something. When I started thinking about those things, it really showed how I was maturing. Because before, I didn't care about what I said and the impact of my words, what they had on other people. But now that I've matured, I think about, is this going to hurt somebody's feelings? Is this immature? You got to think. Because for every action, there is a reaction. And we don't like people's reaction, so you can't keep hurting people and think that there's no consequence. Because there is. Okay? We got to do the right things. Siri says peace isn't found in circles, it's found in exit. Walking away doesn't mean you don't care, it means you cared too long. Yes, serious. And I can say that for myself for many different relationships that I was sticking around way too long. I should have been left. Actually, not left, ran. You have to run for your life so that you can protect your peace and that so that you can be happy. And I have to tell you guys, when you have been unhappy for so long, when you've been miserable for so long, you don't even know how miserable you are until you become free. Until you start thinking not only for yourself, but thinking like I've always been doing things and thinking about what other people want from me, but not what I want for me, not what God wants for me, right? Mm-hmm. Yes, serious, that part. Yes, and too much. Yeah, we have to stop thinking about others and giving them so much power over our mind and empower our own minds. Everybody empower yourself. The people that you're so concerned about, the people who have consumed every part of your life, those people aren't thinking about you. They don't care about you. So stop giving their opinion so much weight over your life. You deserve better. And you deserving better is not with them. I'll tell you that part right there is the people who don't understand, don't support, don't encourage, don't try to elevate you, that never have done anything for you and will never do anything for you. You better leave those people alone. Because if you don't, you're always going to be in that space of doubt, anger, and frustration. Don't let them frustrate you. Don't let them take your peace away. Don't let them take your joy away. Don't. Because they don't deserve it. This is your life. And your life is meant to be lived. Your life is meant to have peace. And you're meant to use your gifts. You're meant to. You're meant to use your gifts. Every single person, every single woman, and every single man has gifts. But the majority of people do not use them. I can say for myself, I didn't even know I had gifts because I was so busy focused on helping and supporting other people that I forgot about my own. I forgot how valuable I was. I forgot how important I was. I forgot how to be my own friend because I was so busy being a friend to other people that I forgot to be a friend to myself. So, you guys, don't forget. Don't forget to friend yourself. Don't forget to set those boundaries and to enforce them. Okay? Because just because somebody says they love you, it doesn't mean that they do. That's a word play. That's game. People will play games with you if you allow them to. And we're the ones that have to cut them off. You got to cut them off and you got to take your power back. Okay? So just a short and sweet one, guys. Just my 30 minutes. Thanks so much, everybody, for tuning in. Shout out to my mods. Shout out to my channel members. I appreciate every single one of you. And I want to encourage every single one of my motivators family to take care of yourself because you're valuable, you're important. And as you go through this week, I want you to think about some of the things that we talked about in today's discussion about how valuable and important you are. You got to have the right behaviors. You got to have the right attitude. towards your life. And don't worry about other people's behavior, other people's attitude. You got to treat yourself right. You got to show up for yourself. You got to empower your mind and get focused. Don't get distracted by other people. Do not. Don't let other people distract you. Mm-mm. Because they'll try. They will try to get you off your target. Stay focused. Okay? Don't let people worry you and stress you out. Know what you're about. Know what you're supposed to do. Do the right thing. Meditate. Think. Make good decisions. Show up for yourself and love yourself. Okay? You're welcome, Sirius. Yes, Realist says, y'all be easy. Sierra says, positive reinforcement and reflective journaling. Yes, serious. You guys have a wonderful week coming up. And I'm going to try my best to tap in with you guys on Wednesday in the public, and on Friday, I'm going to try to tap in with the channel members. So you guys have a wonderful rest of your week, and I will see you guys then. I am Marlene Motivates, your life coach, motivational speaker, mindset shifter. If you're new here, feel free to subscribe to this channel. There's lots of positive content on so many different topics that is encouraging. So many coaching topics. I have long playlists for you to choose from. Go ahead and look through them and watch some videos so that it can help you, to encourage you, to elevate you and motivate you to be your best. Okay? And like I always say over here on Marlene Motivates, just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life. Remember that you made it. You can make it through anything, but you got to believe that you can. Okay? I will tap in on the next one. Yes, everyone have a beautiful and a blessed week. Yes, you too, Sirius. Eunice says, beautiful message. Thank you. Sirius, thank you so much for dropping the member emojis. I really appreciate it. Everybody have a wonderful week ahead. Bye-bye, guys.